Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing in some new L'Oreal makeup. I picked these up right before I had my surgery, played with them, and then I haven't had the chance to really get in and show you guys. So I'm going to tell you guys about the products, and then as usual I will get into the demo and my review will be at the end. So here we have the eyeshadow palette. It's the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Scented Eyeshadow Palette. Clear front, you see all the shades in here. You get 12 different shades ranging with mattes as well as some shimmers. On the back, you've got them numbered 1 through 12, which I can't even say that I'm mad at it because it makes it easy. I know what shade I'm looking for. I don't have to find a name, just 1 through 12, as well as like a little demo of the eyeshadows. This smells like peach. If you are familiar with the Sweet Peach palette, that one has a more artificial smell of peach. This one smells, I feel like, that, you know, the trio, the highlight, bronzer, and blush trio, it smells more like that. But if you're sensitive to smell, yes, it does smell like peaches. This retails for $14.99. You can get it on the L'Oreal website. You can get it at Ulta, which is where I would suggest because you can use a $3.50 off coupon, making this just like 11 bucks. Way better. And then I also picked up 2 blushes. Here are the shades. This one is Bashful and this one is Just Curious. These have the scent to them as well, but for whatever reason, I smell the eyeshadow palette more when I'm applying it than I do when I'm applying these to my skin. These are $12.99 each, so a little bit more expensive for a blush really. And you do also get a mirror in here. I would definitely suggest picking these up from Ulta to use that coupon. I bought mine on Amazon when they were doing like a pre-release, so I definitely spent full price, which was dumb. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into this eye look. I'm starting off with shade number 4 on a Wangas number 18. I'm gonna have to build this up, but I'm using it in the outer V and I'm gonna push it into the crease and upward as a transition shade. Same brush, and now I'm taking shade number 8. I'm placing this on the outer V and then going to add the definition into my crease, but I'm not going to take this shade up as high as I did the last shade. Same shade in a MAC 221. I'm running this along the lower lash line. Same brush and shade number 9, I am placing this on the outer V and then going to define the crease with it just a little bit further. I'm going to run that shade along the lower lash line as well. MAC 242 in the the third shade in the palette, and I'm going to use this dry first. I might go in with it wet, but I'm going to tap this all over the lid and then tap over this outer color here. I'm using the same shade, but now I'm using it wet. MAC 221 in the very last shade in the palette, and I'm just going to add a little bit of dimension to the outer V. I'm going back and forth because I don't want too much product there. I'm taking the excess from the brush and just kind of smoking up, so just slightly starting from the outer corner and working it upward. Just on the outer V, but on kind of coming up into the crease. I just want to smoke it out a little bit. And then again, I'm going to use that right on the outer V at the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go and finish everything off with some liner, and I'll probably put whatever highlighter I use on my face on the inner corner and brow arch. Now I went ahead and did the blush on one side just because I wanted to see what it looked like, but I have 2 blushes here. I'm going to show you guys the swatches. The lighter one here is number 190 Bashful. This one has a little bit of a sheen to it. It has a really nice texture, but it is lighter with a little bit more of a sheen than this one here. And this is in the shade 192 Just Curious. And this is what I have on and what I'm about to put on now. I'm going to use my Linda Hallberg 310 to apply this. This one definitely has a slight sheen to it as well, but not as much as the other one. I'm going to go ahead and highlight on camera. I'm using my Pixi Delicate Duo and a Linda Hallberg 306. It's funny, I went straight for my new Dior highlighter and I was like, Mel, you are using a L'Oreal palette. How about you calm down? So this is beautiful still. Like this is one of my favorite drugstore highlighters. And I put this on the brow arch and inner corner. All right, now for my review on the palette. You are definitely going to have to build these up. They are a little bit more powdery, all that. You have to take a little bit more time with them. You do get a little bit of fallout. But for the price, I actually like this palette. This is not the first time I used it. I used it right before my surgery, and Kelsey was like, I saw her beforehand, and she was like, what is on your eyes? And if she asked me what's on my eyes, I know that it looks good. So take your time with this, and I actually think you get a really good look. And again, the price tag on it is right. I'm going to show you guys the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced, and I'm going to show you this up side by side so you can see the similarities. I wouldn't say this is uber comparable or anything like that, but if you want just the peachy tones of the Too Faced palette, then I just think this is a good option. I far prefer this one to the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. Again, still kind of the same amount of effort, but I think the payoff and the texture and everything that you get with this palette is just better than this one. Now, as for the blushes, I think that these are beautiful. I would not suggest buying them for the $12.99. It's just a little bit too high for a drugstore in my opinion, but they work really well. I have used the lighter one as well. I just prefer the number 192, just curious. So as I mentioned, just get that coupon from Ulta and it's far better off, but I do like the formula. And one more thing before I log off here. I baked underneath my eyes again. Again, I knew about the fallout. But the thing is, when I did it the other day for the Gemini palette, I was expecting a dry, horrible mess, and my under eyes are drier than they normally are because of my surgery and medications and all that. So I really was not expecting it to turn out well. And that time, I used my Patrick's powder, and my eyes actually looked pretty good, and my makeup, especially on my pores, looked even better throughout the day. So then I was mad. I was like questioning my whole life because I'm in my 30s and like, you know, I just can't always do some of the trends. So I tried it again today. I used my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I think I like the MAC powder better, but I'm so confused as to what's going on. I'm trying to see if it's a fluke or if it's not, because it actually makes doing my eyeshadow so much easier. I would have been doing Jacqueline's little thing for a while now if I knew that it wasn't going to destroy my face like I thought it was. But leave down below your favorite under eye baking powders, because I want to see if I actually like this or if it's a fluke, it's a thing, you know, I just got lucky. I want to know. But do not mention the La Mercier translucent setting powder that has cornstarch in it and it breaks my skin out. I agree. It's a beautiful powder. I love the consistency of it, but my skin hates it. But anyway, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you grabbed this, what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.